The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary Related Entertainment.
Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Caldwell Banker, Sakamoto Properties, Kapalua. We're here today, Roy, my husband, and myself, Roy Sakamoto, Betty Sakamoto, on what is a very hard day for all of us as Americans as we settle into whatever the final decision of the American people is going to be as to who our next president will be. So I don't have any idea. None of us do right now. But I think let's just pray. Let's pray for it all. Let's pray for each one of us, for the United States of America, for whoever does win and takes over the government. And let's all be supportive of one another. You know, we are still Americans, and let's all keep saying it over and over. God bless the United States of America. But here we are on a great day in Maui. Danny Couch gave us our lead-in.
It's a great day in Hawaii.
It's a great day in Hawaii. Life is good.
Yeah.
We are all so fortunate and protected in so many ways here. So let's remember that, though. Let's not allow ourselves to get angry and argumentative. Let's be supportive of one another, and whether our candidate made it or didn't make it, again, we are the United States of America, and let's make that happen. Let's take care of our children. Let's take care of our grandchildren. Let's all take care of one another in every little thing that we can do.
Yeah, and again, coming back to Danny Couch, you know, we all love Hawaii. That's why we're here.
And that's why that song is the best.
Yeah, it's upbeat and, you know.
Makes you happy. And it's almost Christmas. So let's think about that. Danny Couch has some of the greatest Christmas music, and Willi K, and let's all do that this year. Let's remember to support all of our local artists that have made us so happy and share Hawaiian music around the world.
Yeah, God bless Willi K. Big part of our lives, all of our lives for many, many years. God bless Willi.
And it's hard to believe he's gone.
His Christmas songs will live forever.
They will live forever. And God bless his family. I'm sure he was so sad to have to leave them, and it's going to be a hard Christmas for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've had a couple of interesting things going on here.
Somebody sent us this. I forget who it was, one of our friends. But here we are 2 days after our elections. We still don't know who our president's going to be. And somebody sent us this thing about the meaning of the flag-draped coffin. And we've all seen this either in person or on television, where the funerals for our service people and the flags are given to the widowers. And what is the meaning of this flag? And we've got some notes here that are really, really interesting. I'll start this, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about it, we're going to try to get through it, and it's a little bit long. But if you want to hear more about it, call us. Call Roy 870-7060, or my phone number, Betty, 870-7062, and we'll forward a copy to you. You will email it. But I think it's really interesting.
Yeah. So I'll start. Do you know that at military funerals, the 21-gun salute stands for the sum of the numbers in the year 1776? Interesting thought. If you add the 1776, you come up with 21, and that's the 21-gun salute.
Have you ever noticed that the Honor Guard pays meticulous attention to correctly folding the United States of America flag 13 times? You probably thought it was to symbolize the original 13 colonies, but we learn something new every day. The first fold of the flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of the belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veterans departing the ranks who gave us a portion of their lives for the defense of the country and to attain peace throughout the world.
The fourth fold represents the weaker nation, for as American citizens, trusting in God, it is to Him we turn in times of peace as well as in times of war for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to the country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong.
The sixth fold is for where people's hearts lie. It is with their heart that they pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The seventh fold is a tribute to its armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that they protect their country and their flag against all her enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of their republic.
The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day.
The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood and mothers, for it has been through their faith, their love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded.
The 10th fold is a tribute to the Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of their country since they were first born.
The 11th fold represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in the Hebrew eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
The 12th fold represents the emblem of eternity and glorifies in the Christian's eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The 13th fold, or when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding them of their nation's motto, "In God we trust."
After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones, who were followed by their comrades and shipmates into the armed forces of the United States, preserving them for the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we all enjoy today.
So now we know the meaning of the 13 folds of the American flag at military funerals. And it's a good way to remember, again, on the second day following our very contentious elections, to remember that we are a country and we have to stand unified.
And that we'll continue to be one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. And let's all try to be that. You know, even the many gods, I mean, it doesn't have to be Jesus Christ. It doesn't have to be Buddha. It doesn't have to be, but whoever our God is or a person that we trust, you know, let's use that today to trust in the system and to support it and then work for the next 4 years to whatever will be better or to support this person. I don't even know how to say it right now, but somehow we've got to get through today. Maybe we've got to turn our television off and take care of our families and children and jobs. But let's remember, God bless America.
Yeah, and it might be more than today, actually.
Oh, yes.
we could be several days before we know who our next president will be.
I forgot to go there.
But
We did bring with us also, as we are Betty's Real Estate Corner, and we thought we would fill you in on a lot of different things right now. We've got a bunch of specific listings that we can talk about, but I thought it would also be a great one to talk about local residents, people here that probably should be buying a house right now. And everybody gets worried the prices are going up. Some are, some aren't. But it is a good opportunity for anybody here on Maui to make a decision to buy a home. And there's great loans available, even with low and possibly no down payments. And the interest rates are, again, beyond low. And I think it can work for someone. And even the person who's so afraid, I don't want to pay too much. What if the prices go down? It probably doesn't matter because your interest rate's going to be so great and you'll have a home, hopefully for the rest of your life. And I'm never leaving Maui, so I'm hoping that we're going to be here for the rest of our lives. We're lifers in this.
Absolutely. And we were talking about the military, and there's some great VA loans available for the men and women who served in our armed forces. Thank you very much for your service. And as a little bonus, you've got some great VA programs available for your first purchase.
There's a lot of, first-time home buyer opportunities. The VA loans are, I think, right now better than they've ever been. And there's a lot of properties. So talk to an agent. Talk to someone. It might be a friend of the family. Talk to anybody and get some, some that'll lead you through the process. We're happy to do our best to do it. We're in West Maui primarily, but Coldwell Banker has amazing offices all around the islands. And I think call any Coldwell Banker office, or again, you may have a great referral from your family, and stick with that. Find someone you trust, hang in there with them, and work together, and you will find a home. You can have your first time home or second or trade up or down, or there's so many opportunities.
Oh, it's a scary process, but you'll have a good team with you. Your realtor who has all the experience in real estate, loan agent who will help guide you with the best loan packages. Your escrow officer will take care of you as far as going through the whole process of purchasing a property. So you can call us. We have referrals for you. My number, 870-7060, Betty at 870-7062.
Again, it's an interesting process, but like many things, you only have to take the first step. And typically that's going to be calling a real estate broker. I mean, maybe it's going to be looking in the Maui news and reading a lot of the ads, or it's going to be finding a Home and Land magazine or any of the other publications, or going online. We have a great website, sakamotoproperties.com, and it will take you into actually all of the properties that are available on Maui. And you can find so much information there and then have some specifics to talk about. But it's really one step, and sometimes you just want to find an ally in it and let that be your real estate broker. It may be, if it's not in our wheelhouse more or less, there's someone in our office that we can have assist you, or someone across the islands. But trust yourself, trust your family, trust the person that helped your parents and your brothers and sisters, because there are a lot of real estate agents around. And but we're there, and even if it's just to direct you or to say, yeah, you've got a great idea going there.
Well, that was one of the reasons we merged our company, Sakamoto Properties, with Coldwell Banker Island Properties, because we now have exposure throughout Maui, and actually throughout the Big Island and Kauai also.
And actually, further and further along than that, we've got kind of some connection to anywhere that we can help you get to someone. Either it's a Coldwell Banker company or someone that we've worked with personally, but we will certainly help you in any way we can.
Absolutely.
Not that hard. And then eventually you should end up talking to a mortgage person. And again, it might just be your banker. You might walk into your Central Pacific Bank or First Hawaiian Bank and sit down with one of their loan officers and try to understand it a little. And wherever your specific accounts are, they're going to want to help you too, because they want you to be able to grow within the community.
Absolutely. So why don't we talk about a few of our properties?
Basically, the majority of the properties that we have listed right now are at Kapalua. Not all of them, but again, the majority. And, let's say right now, the Golf Villas, there's 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms available. Price range, I think, from about $800,000 to $8 million. But again, if somebody is looking for a second home, and that's typically the people that are buying them, it's a great investment opportunity today. There's great rental programs that are handling it when you're not here. Certainly, it couldn't be a greater place, to end up having your full-time residence. But as we've been over the last few minutes directing to what I think is a great opportunity for local residents to step into the market, it's not necessarily going to be at Kapalua, but it could be. And even just right outside of Kapalua, Napili, Kahana, Lahaina, there's not a ton of inventory, but there's a lot of different opportunities, and it's just worth looking. You may not do it this minute, but go ahead, make your connections, maybe take a little bit of time. Don't you think, Roy? Look at a few properties, and it might just move you in the direction of what you can do in a few months. Sometimes you've got credit to clean up, but there's so many opportunities.
Well, in today's world of low interest rates, too, you probably qualify for a lot more property than you think you do. So if you're looking for, let's say, a studio apartment, and who knows, you may qualify for a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. So work with a professional. Call us at Coldwell Banker, Island Properties. Again, Betty is 870-7062. Roy is at 870-7060.
And easier, go to Sakamoto Properties, plural that is, sakamotoproperties.com. You'll get into there. Our phone numbers are there. Everything is there. And let us try to get you started in the whole process. And again, sometimes it sounds like you don't want to buy a small 1-bedroom, or you don't want to buy something that's too small, you want to wait. But we've lived in very small places over the years.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't start out in a big house, but we were able to trade up off and on and watch for good opportunities and great interest rates, or sometimes owner financing. There's so many possibilities. And we can all live in a studio apartment. We were in our studio apartment at one time.
Absolutely.
We had to jam in a couple extra kids when our kids were all here together, but it all worked, and it was probably more fun than anything we ever did.
Absolutely.
When everybody was jammed in.
Yep.
So we spent more time at the beach then, too. Maybe because the house was too small.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's one in Lahaina, though. It's an oceanfront property, older house, plantation-style house. It's at 271 Front Street, and we're sitting open house there 3-4 days a week, from about 11 to 3. Alex is usually there, Alex Dreher, one of our Coldwell Banker agents. Anyway, it's listed at $2,995,000, just under $3 million. It's older plantation-style house. It's 180 feet of ocean frontage, which is probably the longest piece of oceanfront properties in Lahaina, and 60 yards of ocean frontage. That's a lot.
It's pretty amazing. And here's a really interesting tidbit. Roy's best friend lived in the house when he was really young, and they were swimming out there all the time. So it's like he has a great insight into why that property is really one of the most spectacular properties anywhere. It's
Yep. For all the locals, we used to have a tin boat, if you know what a tin boat is. And we used to go fishing and swimming off that tin boat. Yeah.
a tin boat.
Yeah.
I bet your mothers loved that.
Probably didn't know about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if I've ever said this, but this is even funnier. A lot of people will ask Roy about surfing, and he has been a surfer. We haven't had a lot of time in recent. I did a little tiny moment of surfing, but his first surfboard happened to have been his mother's ironing board.
Yeah.
True story, absolutely
Yeah.
true story.
Yeah. One of the old ironing boards from years and years ago. Not going to tell you what age it was.
Oh, that's okay. We are there now. We're the seniors. We're the people that have to be careful. Another thing we should chat on right now and to remember for everybody is we've got to be so respectful of the coronavirus. And I wouldn't want to get off the show and not talk about it a little bit. I mean, I think, let's all keep wearing our masks as long as we can. Every place that we go, let's keep our mask. Keep it. I just took mine off a minute ago, but I usually have it just tied around my neck so that I can, when I head outside, I've got it ready to use. Let's remember to socially distance as best we can. And it's hard sometimes. You see someone you haven't seen for a while. We all kind of now do a few air hugs, which kind of help a bit, or a lot of laughter, or sometimes I'll say to somebody, just remember, I'm smiling behind this mask. I'm always smiling behind the mask. But I think, again, let's remember to say that to one another and to continue to, but do it. Let's all do it.
I think one important thing, too, now that we have visitors that are arriving on Maui, and a lot of them aren't familiar with our laws and regulations, and whenever you're out in public, you need to wear a mask. And be nice if we could gently remind them to have their mask on when they're out in public, even sunbathing. Obviously you don't need it swimming, but if you're out sunbathing, you still need a mask.
It's certainly a good idea, and if we protect one another, obviously we're also protecting ourselves. But even sometimes when you don't want to do it and you look around, just do it for somebody else. Do it for it's funny because Roy and I are at the age now where we're very quickly to refer to the seniors, but we are definitely way the seniors. And we're fortunately
I don't
healthy.
know about way.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate to say so, but we're getting close to way.
Yeah,
We may
okay.
not be quite way, but we're getting close to way anyway. But I think, again, we want to remember to protect one another, to protect every generation. And it's not just older people. And now there's been this huge influx of people with the virus in their 40s, which I guess can be equally.
And younger. So,
And younger
sure,
children,
yeah.
babies. So again, we've got to remember to protect everyone that we can.
So wear your mask out in public. Wear your mask.
Wear your mask. I'm not sure. What other properties did you think of for today that we might want to mention?
Well, we have a couple of 2-bedrooms at the Ridge at Kapalua.
Those are great because they're easy to show right now.
Yep.
If somebody is looking for a property.
Both are vacant. Both listed right under 1.2 million, 1,195,000. These are at the Ridge. They're about 2,100 square feet. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. Great buys.
Yeah, it is a great buy. It's really spectacular for the person that wants to be in a condominium, wants to be in the middle of a resort, and if eventually you aren't there. Now, I mean, this is obviously a little different than what we were kind of geared toward, the local residents who are looking for a home, a change of home, upgrade, first time. But this is more typically the visitors, but they are the most easy places to live in because they're really large. They've got additional outside storage. There's a couple of pools at the Ridge. And really, again, call us for anything. Look at our website, sakamotoproperties.com. But call, even if you think it's totally outside of our wheelhouse, it could be, but we'll help you figure it out because everyone deserves a chance. And again, there's a ton of real estate brokers around, and the majority of them they're all well educated. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They have to be.
Yeah.
But, if you're wondering, call us. We'll help direct you in one way or another. Your banker would help direct you. But, let's call us. And then now we happen to be coming up to where Danny Couch is going to come back on in just a few minutes.
We covered a lot of ground today.
We did. We can talk pretty fast when we try.
Yeah.
We're the fast
Yeah.
talking, too.
But the American flag, that was very touching. And I forget who sent that article to us, but
We'd better find out.
yeah. And I hope it's true. I think it's true.
But remember so many things. Let's just remember that we need to take care of one another. Let's remember that we are Americans first. And that we've got to remember that just God bless America. God bless the
Yeah,
United States of America.
And
Take
whoever
care.
our next president is.
God bless him.
Yes.
God bless
absolutely.
all of us.
Aloha.
Mahalo, aloha, and Danny Couch is back. Send love everywhere. Oops, they might tell me don't sing.